The fourth of the 5 themes of Geography Russia readings is movement. As with all readings, please review the text features, the images, the captions, and the questions before you begin the reading. The questions for this reading are: how did movement affect the establishment of government in Russia in 1917? In what ways did movement affect the downfall of government in Russia in 1991? What impact did modern technology have on the Soviet Union in the 1980s? In your opinion, why do you think the Soviet government limited the amount of information, goods, and services that the people could use? Instead of spending money and resources on services for the people, the Soviet government used money in what industry? You'll see that I've highlighted the things that stood out to me as I first did the reading. The fourth theme of geography is movement. The movement of goods, services, ideas, both within the Russian region and the rest of the world, have been very important to the growth of the country. Throughout the history of Russia, language, religion, and culture were spread by travelers from village to village. Through the use of rivers, highways, and railroads, citizens were able to communicate with one another. There are very few major roads or railroads connecting eastern Russia with western Russia. This makes the movement of people and goods difficult. However, some of the world's longest rivers are found in Russia, providing natural transportation routes. These routes mostly run in a north-south direction. With the beginning of communism and the Soviet Union in the early 20th century, the government strictly limited what information the people received. The media was controlled by the government. Products were rationed, which means they were given out in limited quantities. The Russian population did not have free access to the goods and services that much of the Western world was developing. As a result, the Soviet Union fell behind the rest of the world in the development of industry. Instead, the government focused much of its resources on building a strong military. The movement of ideas has greatly affected life and government in the Russian region. During the advance of the technological era of the 1980s, the Russian people began to find out more information from the Western world. Radio, television, and computers brought to the Russian people images of the rest of the world enjoying fun and relaxing ways of life. As a result, Russians became more active in demanding those same opportunities. In 1991, the Soviet Union was dissolved, and Russia was reinstated as a country. So now you'll go through and you'll respond to these questions using information from the reading, or if you need to, you can Google the responses. Remember to take a picture, scan, or type your responses into the Google Doc shared with you in Google Classroom, and turn in when you are done so that I know it is ready to be graded. Good luck!